So this question is a simplify question. We could also use another strategy, which is plug in your own number. I prefer simplify, but I will show you both in this case. So simplify, I know that it's simplified typically because it's only a single line long. Simplify questions tend to be 1 to 3 lines long. And how do I simplify this 3x cubed? Well, this third power here impacts the 3 here, and it also impacts the x cubed. So what is 3 to the third? And what is x cubed to the third is basically how we break this apart. So 3 to the third power is 27, and x to the third means we multiply these two exponents together, leaving me with an x to the ninth, and therefore my final answer would be choice E. So that's the simplified method. Now the plugging your own number method would say, well, because the answer choices contain the variable x, and the question also contains the variable x, I can make up a number for x. I'm going to say x is 2. When I do that, I plug that 2 into the original question, so I have 3, and then instead of x cubed, I'm going to say this is 2 cubed to the third power, right? So hopefully you catch that. All I did was replace my x with a 2. And now I have some simplification to do, so I have a 3 here. 2 cubed is 8, so I have 3 times 8 to the third. 3 times 8, because again, I'm still using PEMDAS, or order of operations, which means I focus on what's inside the parentheses first before I deal with exponents. So 3 times 8 is 24. So I have 24 to the third power. So then I go to my calculator, and I figure out what 24 to the third power is. So 24 to the third power, I'm getting 13,824. So that's first step. The next step is then to go to my answer choices, plug 2, just erase this for now, plug 2 into each of the x values for my answer choices and see which one of them gives me the 13,824 that I got by plugging 2 into the question. So obviously A will not do that for me, but let's try B. So B would be 9 times 2 to the 6th power. So again, we do that in the calculator. You can take 2 to the 6th power, which is 64. You multiply that by 9, and I get 576. So that does not equal 13,824. So B is gone. And then for C, it's the same thing, but it's a 2 to the 9th power now. So we go back to our calculator. 2 to the 9th, I'm getting 512. You multiply that by 9, you get 4,608. So again, that's not 13,824. And we just work our way down, basically. So you can see kind of how this process is a bit different than the simplification process. But I like this process because if you don't remember your exponent rules, if you don't remember that you should, distribute this exponent to both the coefficient here and the variable, then you're going to get this question wrong, right? So for choice D, again, I'm just doing my 2 to the 6th power in my calculator, and then I'm multiplying that by 27, and of course, we do not get the 13,000, but for choice E, when I do this 27, 2 to the 9th, again, my 2 to the 9th power is 512. 512 times 27 is 13,824, which again just confirms that choice E is the correct answer. So we looked at this 2 different ways. Hopefully both ways make some sense. Again, I suggest if you don't understand how to do it the simplify way, I suggest that you figure out do some review on simplifying exponents because this is definitely the faster way. However, right, on this test, all we care about is getting answers correct. and your speed through the entire test, not your speed on any particular question, right? So if you need to use plug in your own number, it's a great strategy to use.